Hello and welcome to the patch note reading. I am Niklas Malmborg.
And I'm Lennart Holmgren.
And we got a fat stack of papers here.
Yes.
So,
let's go.
Yep. Where should we start? There's so much to talk about. I guess we can start with overview. Yeah. Like, why are we doing the things we're doing, and what are we actually doing here? And the first thing on the menu is melee weapons.
Yes.
What did we do with melee weapons?
So melee weapons, we sort of had a problem with armors that, since we buffed it from 50% to 100% damage increase, it sort of feels like you kind of need to have that armor to make the melee weapons good enough. We wanted it to go back to sort of it's a nice thing to have if you want to do the melee thing, but it's not a must-have. To compensate that, we also did.
Yeah, we increased damage of all the melee weapons by 50% roughly.
Yes.
And then with the armors and their passive, you roughly end up in the same place.
Or a little bit higher.
Little bit higher.
Yeah.
But when you use a melee weapon without an armor, you will now do roughly 50% more damage. So you should be like, I'll use my favorite armor that I like for other reasons, but I still want to bring a melee weapon. And like that would still feel like a decent choice.
Yeah.
Now we have the submachine guns and the pistol rounds. As we know, they
sway a lot.
They sway a lot. Damage drops off over distance, but they also have more sway.
Yeah.
And now they don't.
Yes. So we have the pistol weapons have gone on a bit of a journey. We wanted to find a specific feel for them in a way, so they feel different from like assault rifles and stuff like that. So way back we made them have more sway and have more drag, and then we gave them even more drag, and then now we're like, yeah, maybe they don't need the sway anymore. So we're going to keep the drag higher and just go back on the sway on them.
Yeah, because it's also what most people that feedback about them, they're like, it's interesting with the damage fall off, but why this way?
Exactly. Yeah.
And we looked at it and just like, yeah, why this way?
We went a little far there, maybe. Yeah. So the main characteristics of the pistol rounds now are the damage fall off, having drag on the rounds, and not sway.
We have the unifying weapon function directions input.
Yes, that's a long sentence. Yeah. Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, in the last patch we added a possibility to keybind quick swaps on the weapon functions. But yeah, we hadn't cleaned up all the different directions for each weapon. So some weapons were like switching the ammo on the right and some on the left, and stuff like that.
Programmable ammo was to the left, and some had
magazine switching on the right for the shotguns.
Yeah, exactly. So we made it all left.
Kinda. Everything went left. Let's see. I wrote it down. Programmable ammo is on the left, ammo type is on the left, volley modes is on the left, safe modes for the railgun is on the left, guided modes for the Warrant is on the left. So those are the kind of things that are on the left now. Most on the right is like rate of fire and stuff like that.
So one of the most important keybinds to do for the weapon function is the left one.
Yes. The intent here is so you don't need to keybind as many quick function if you don't want to. If you mainly want to switch what you fire, you mainly use left.
Yep.
There are still some weapons that we haven't really changed on yet, but we're trying to identify all the things we need to change.
Yeah, it's the 1-2.
Yeah, the underbarrel grenade launcher. It is an underbarrel, so it kind of makes sense to go use the downward. But maybe
it's
it should be
switching what you fire.
Exactly.
So we wanted to go left. It's just doing that switch took a little bit more code. Yeah. So we'll get to it.
Then again, the C4 is on the right, so we need to take a look at that maybe.
We'll have a look at that too.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Right, there's some difficulty changes. It's a combination of many factors, but it will mainly be for the automatons that the difficulty will go up, especially on difficulty 9 and 10. There's some function with like just how well they update their targeting, their aim. Gunships, we'll get to that. But basically, bot divers, they like the way it sucks.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be harder now.
They're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Right. Should we go into the nitty-gritty?
Yes.
Changes to the Constitution. How dare you?
Yes, it was perfect.
Yeah.
But it's not really the Constitution, I guess. It's all bayonets. So it's even the amendment.
Like an amendment?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
So with the damage buff, we buffed for melee weapons, we buffed the bayonet from 110 to 165, and the durable damage from 55 to 83 on the bayonet. So it's both for the Constitution and amendment.
Yes, because bayonet charges should be always good.
Yes.
The crisper. More fire is always good fire.
Yes.
So more magazine capacity.
Yes.
Also less sway, but I don't really know if anyone cares about that. It's a flamethrower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the capacity is increased from 30 to 50, so it's
it's
pretty
double.
solid. Yeah, exactly. Solid increase for
Fire.
the crisper. Yes. And then we have throwables. And there we have the pineapple and the arc grenade that got 1 extra use. So the pineapple went from 3 to 4, and the arc grenade went to 45. And the reasoning there is sort of they are very chaotic and the outcome is a bit random.
Yeah, you take some risk when you wear them,
Exactly.
or when you bring them.
Yeah.
Like having that opportunity to you get to throw more of them. Sure, that might be more friendly fire, but it also hits the enemy.
Exactly.
Usually.
And if the randomness makes it so, oh shit, it missed, then at least you have more uses of them, so you can throw more of them and have a little bit less randomness.
Because when you look at power, like safety is part of it. If a weapon or like a throwable or something is very reliable in what it does, something that is more chaotic, less reliable to use, can be more powerful because it comes with risk.
Yes. And then we have stratagems. So here we have some interesting things. The ballistic shield got a shorter cooldown from 300 seconds to 240 seconds.
So from 5 minutes to 4 minutes.
Yes. So if it breaks, you get a new one a little bit faster.
That is me as an avid shield player. I love it.
And now with SMGs having less sway and stuff, you can ballistic shield up with the sway.
I'm eating good.
Yes. Orbital smoke strike. It felt a bit weird that the gas strike had lower cooldown than the smoke. So we sort of lowered the cooldown. We did lower the cooldown, not sort of. We did lower the cooldown from 100 to
75.
from 100 seconds to 75 seconds.
Yeah. Decent chunk. It's the smoke users should get some love too.
Yeah.
Defoliation Tool, the chainsaw. Damage went up. I'm not sure we show the damage in game.
No.
But it's basically DPS. Damage per second was 300. Now it's 450.
And durable damage 150 to 225.
Yes.
Oh, and the last but not least, grenade launcher.
Yes, absolutely not least.
Yes. It has got armor penetration increase from medium to heavy on the explosion. So now you can damage chargers from anywhere with the explosion.
Yes, juicy. Like smack a Hulk in the face with a grenade.
Yeah, so...
It just works.
Yeah, grenade launcher is more versatile now than before, and it was versatile.
Back on the menu, boys.
Yeah.
And then we go through
Armor passives?
Yeah, peak physique, rock solid. Yeah, the melee damage bonus goes down from 100% to 40% because we increase the damage of all the melee weapons.
In general, or the damage should be higher even if you have this.
Yes.
Of the melee weapons. So even if the...
You are not worse after this.
Exactly,
it's just that everyone else that didn't wear those armors are better.
Yeah, exactly.
And also you're also better.
Yeah, exactly, even better.
So, more melee for everyone.
Enemies.
Yes. So, here in general we've made some adjustments to tanks, large HP pool vehicles. Some enemies like rocket devastators, some illuminate enemies. We have rebalanced a bit of their damage versus durable targets, basically vehicles. It won't really affect. It won't affect when they're targeting normal Helldivers. So the damage is the same. It's to balance it out a little bit. We had to do a lot of this to kind of get to a place where we could actually add a tank to the game.
A tank? Something.
I think the community knows this when they see this video. I hope they do. Otherwise, spoilers. We also have this is part of the difficulty rebalance. Due to performance reasons, we can only recalculate the aim of enemies, or rather, we can only recalculate X amount of aims for the enemies. So if they don't recalculate the aim, they actually just keep aiming at the same place, which might not be where you are anymore because you're running. So now we did intermediary aim calculation updates where they use the information that they have to update the aim. It basically makes us to update their aiming better without it requiring more performance, more CPU. So when you do high difficulty missions against the automatons, they will be more dangerous.
Okay.
Because they will aim better.
Okay, so the short answer for weekend divers and dead divers and stuff like that, yeah.
Is there a short answer? Yeah, they aim better when there's a lot of them.
Okay, interesting.
Which will be horrifying for some of you. So, the Dragonroach, we lowered the direct damage.
So it's more of when the dragon come in and just flames you, you don't instant die, or is...
Yeah, you still get put on fire.
Yeah.
But the instant damage that it gets just from the breath will be lower.
Yeah. You get some more time to dive at least.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You'll be punished less for getting stuck in flame.
That sounds nice.
The Devastator, a while ago, we added the durable on the arms, and now we removed durable on arms because
it wasn't as cost effective for the automatons to make the arms more chunky.
Exactly, it was just waste of material cost.
Yeah.
No, but in seriousness, like it's good gameplay where when people choose to
shoot an arm, or
it should be a good option. Some weapons did it really well. Then after they got a bit durable, they didn't do it really well, which we didn't want.
Yeah.
The Gunship, it has gotten updating targeting software.
Ooh.
So it had some issues with how it tried to target, how often it updated it, and the kind of way that it moved its machine gun, that together kind of made a situation where it never hit you. It was a thing we did in the past when people had a problem with it being accurate. We kind of went back on that with some adjustments. So basically, it will hit you better now.
All right.
It will be more dangerous.
More dangerous.
Because now people are laughing at gunships.
Yeah, they're not as chunky and tanky anymore.
Yeah, they're easy to take down.
Exactly. So before they were accurate and tanky, and now they are a bit less tanky, but still accurate.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much. The victory poses and emotes. Some people are like, oh, why can't I use this victory pose as an emote, or vice versa? And we kind of said, like, yeah, why not? Let's put some work in and make sure you can. Now, there are some exceptions. The emotes, they require 2 people. You won't get to use them as victory poses. But I think maybe all victory poses can now be used as emotes.
One thing that is cool with this, though, is that you can equip the random one.
Okay.
Yeah, I tested it. It's awesome. So you can just be like, I want to have chaos, and I just put the random emote on and see what happens. It's just awesome. I love it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right, that is the balance stuff. Now we have a bunch of other fixes. First, some crash fixes. We talk about, you can read it more in the complete patch notes, but also hang detection. We're trying to get a hold of the problems we get when some people's systems just, hang or freeze for a while. There are some crash fixes, and then we get into some others. You have marked some, I marked some. I marked the Commando rockets. This was a tricky one to actually do with it, because you could press the aim button, you could laser paint something basically, and then you could run away and just hip fire the Commando, and the rockets went there.
Yeah.
Now, it's a cool thing, but not very useful. You could have just fired it just when you laser painted it, when you aimed at it. And sometimes when you aimed at something and then you were trying to hip fire it at something in front of you, the missile went some other way.
Direction,
So we kind of deemed that kind of the best thing was that it actually updates the targets properly. If you hip fire now, it will just shoot straight.
That's what you're aiming at,
Yeah. And the laser pasting, like if you aimed it as a gunship and the gunship flew away, like it's not like it updated.
Exactly.
It just went to the last place where you laser painted it.
Yeah.
So it should be good.
Yeah.
You did some stuff with the Warrant.
Yeah, there was a fix for the Warrant where when we did the change for the guided rounds, so we changed it so it had less drag and gravity. We didn't do it for the unguided version, and that projectile is still jet propelled, so it should have sort of the same.
That makes sense.
Yeah, drag and stuff like that. So yeah, we just fixed so both of the projectiles are having the same drag and gravity.
Yeah. Fix certain items not being interactable inside specific lava pools on magma planets. It's when you drop stuff into the lava pool and then you couldn't pick it up.
Oh.
And sometimes that was like a mission thing. Which is, I mean, you still have to stand in lava.
Yeah, it's dangerous. So yeah.
This is a thing that people will notice now, that the Commando missions, the Commando operations, they will now also spawn normally on planets. Right now it's Joel that basically says, like, here you can play Commando mode. When this patches comes out, now they will also pop up in Commando operations that pops up on the planet. So Joel doesn't have to tell you the only place you can do them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's nice. So you get more biomes as well and stuff like that. So
and also we don't keep Joel up at night all the time. This one is a bit vague, but it's fixed damage inconsistencies between client and host damage. Because sometimes clients did less damage than the host.
For all weapons.
Yeah, it had some, specific situations that it happened in, but now, at least it should happen less.
Okay.
We'll see if we fix the whole problem, but hopefully people notice.
Nice.
It was a lot of notes. We went through them pretty fast, and as usual, you can read the full patch note on PlayStation.com or on Steam.
All right.
Designers out. Oh.